the first thing is the packet of information that I gave you, you are in charge of, and you need to bring that on Saturday. I'm going to give the ballots to Phil. He'll have those. He'll be bringing them on Saturday. Okay? I've been told that you guys have a lot of voter registration forms, right, Frankie? You guys have a bunch of them? Okay. All right. So we've got plenty of paperwork. Let's start off the process as people walk into your venue. Okay? So you're going to be at Pahoa High Cafeteria. What I would suggest is that you have entrance tables as people are coming in. And I would suggest you have a table for every precinct. Okay, as they're coming in, and I would suggest you have another table for new members. Because the people coming up are not going to know what precinct they're in. And they have to get to the right precinct in order to be able to participate in the precinct club meeting. So that's the first bit of chaos that's going to happen. I'm going to send out an email when I go home tonight, so these will be going out sometime around midnight. I'm sending one to every precinct on the island, to every member who's got a email address, and it's going to say, you are a member of district da-da-da-da, precinct da-da-da-da, and your location for the caucus is, and then I'll state it, and I'll say, make sure you remember your precinct number. Okay? I mean, and I'm going to put this all in caps and whatever. So hopefully more people are going to know their precinct number than usually do, but I'm not guaranteeing that. No. A lot of people are members of the Democratic Party forever and they still don't know their precinct. Okay. So, yeah, we are very organized. But there's still a lot of interest. There's going to be big crowds. Make a note of this. This is the biggie. Get an email address. If you notice, 3/4 of them don't have an email address. Some people will not want to give you an email address, fine. But just say to them, if you have any interest in getting active in the Democratic Party, 99% of the information goes out by email. This list, the Democratic Party database, you have to be a registered voter to be a member of the Democratic Party. So they cross-reference the applications with the voter rolls. So if they're on there, they're a registered voter, you don't need to worry about it. Okay? Here's another thing.
Are they a registered Democrat though?
What's that?
Are they a member of the Democratic Party necessarily?
Everybody that's on there is. Okay? But everybody, I'm sure here, is aware that 90% of the people in Hawaii that think they're Democrats, in fact, are not members of the Democratic Party. They just pull a Democratic ballot and vote for Democrats. That does not make you a Democrat. You have to sign the paperwork and hand it in to be a member of the party, which they can do that day.
We need to ask people where they lay their head at night, because a lot of people have moved out of the district and they may appear to vote here.
Yeah.
They don't live here anymore.
Right. Well, if they aren't on the rolls anywhere living here, they can't vote here.
I know 2 people who are on our rolls who no longer lay their head down at night.
Oh, absolutely. There's dead people on those rolls. They don't vote as often as they do in Chicago, but there are dead people on those rolls. Okay, so this sheet here is the one you sign up your new members on. So you have enough sheets in there to do 100 new members, each precinct. So you aren't going to run out of these.
But they also said in order to be a registered voter, that they were told they have to bring proof of their address.
Okay, excellent.
My address is not on my driver's license, my mailing address is.
Right. Okay, this is where we're different than Republicans. Okay, we are not the party pushing voter IDs, right? You do not have to have any ID to register for this process. To sign up to vote at this caucus, we take them at their word, no ID. Yeah.
2 things. First thing, what time do you want us there? And the second thing is when you said talk up the Democratic Party, you just have to talk in general. You don't talk about an individual candidate?
No. I mean, you're just...
You cannot wear...
Yeah, you can.
No, you can. Okay, listen up. You can wear swag from any campaign, okay? You can have the stuff. You can put banners up inside even. This just came about 2 days ago. I found out about this, okay? So absolutely people are going to be campaigning when they're sitting in there, okay? However, if you're in a position of authority like district chair, precinct president, I think it would be in very poor taste for you to be wearing a candidate shirt. So many questions from newspapers and everybody else. Well, how long does voting go on? And I have to say, well, I can't tell you. Because the voting ends with the people who are in line when the last precinct club meeting adjourns in that venue, in that given venue.
So the number of people who get to vote depends on how long the precinct meeting is?
Absolutely, yes.
But that just doesn't make sense to me because people...
This is what the campaigns decided on.
Yeah, this was a protocol. Or the other thing they threw out, which I said is irrelevant here, or a half an hour. Those votes will be tallied by 2 precinct officers and a representative for the Clinton campaign, a representative for the Sanders campaign. Those 2 representatives from the campaign are not just observers. They can physically touch the ballots. They can participate in the counting of the ballots so that everybody is happy that this thing is above board. We're shooting for maximum transparency here. Okay? Those people, so the campaigns know this, but so like the head on this island of whatever campaign isn't necessarily going to work to have a person there. So in that precinct where you're counting those votes, you can say, hey, do we have a representative of the Clinton campaign wants to verify this? We have a representative of the Sanders campaign wants to verify this. So you can do it like that, okay?
Well, if there isn't anybody for Clinton.
If there's nobody, then they wouldn't have somebody there. But I would say somebody who's somewhat neutral. If I was in that position, I'd say, well, I'll do that. I'll represent them. So yeah, try and get somebody to do it. Not everybody at this meeting is going to be a rabid Sanders fan, contrary to popular belief.
In addition to the people who are physically counting the ballots?
No, those people will be physically counting the ballots, a Sanders person. Okay?
Right.
Oh, don't let this thing stick together. Make sure that, okay? So everybody has one of these in your precinct packet. This is where all the ballots go. So write down your district and your precinct number on here. Once you count the ballots, you write the numbers on here, and then you seal it. Okay? Well, yeah. Okay? And what somebody suggested that I think is pretty good is actually, if you've got a smartphone, take a picture of it. Okay, then you got a record. Anybody who's still there, announce it to the group. Okay, it's no secret. Okay, Phil is going to get all of these white envelopes, and he's going to put them in one manila envelope, which is the district envelope. And then he is going to fax me the vote tally. Not fax me, text me the vote tally. When I have the results from all 7 districts, I will call the headquarters, which they actually have some burner phones they're just using for this, for the one-day use. And I will call them and I will give them a tally from this island. Okay? And the TV cameras and everything will be there, and they'll say, and the total is from Hawaii Island, or da 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 da.